Hey, to anybody who may be watching. Oh, I got that light. Let's see if I can move. I'm here in the sanctuary at Grace United Methodist Church. Gonna start doing this. That's the light too. There we go. Gonna start doing this every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and hopefully we'll be able to post it in a couple of different places. We'll put it on our website. But we're obviously in this lockdown, and we're looking for ways that we can, connect with each other. And several church members and several other churches have been doing similar things, and we thought that this might be a good idea for us to do as well. So I'm going to share a brief devotional with you this morning. I'm going to read to you from the Gospel according to Matthew. This is going to be from the 7th chapter. This is part of the Sermon on the Mount. Matthew chapters 5, 6, and 7 are the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus' longest sermon. And a lot of the stuff that we know of, some of Jesus' most common sayings come from the Sermon on the Mount. So you probably have heard this scripture before. But again, this is Matthew chapter 7. Verses just 7 through 11. So here now, the gospel is told to us by Matthew's gospel. Ask, and it will be given you. Search, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened for you. For everyone who asks receives, and everyone who searches finds, and for everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. Is there anyone among you who, if a child asks for bread, will give stone? Or if the child asks for a fish, will give a snake? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will God in heaven give good things to those who ask him? This is one of my favorite scriptures because it's kind of, I don't want to say simple, but it's just straightforward, and it's good advice. It's a good reminder. We live in a very harried time, a very busy time. Many of us lead really, really busy lives. Many of us, can't go anywhere without our calendars, without our constant reminders that we need to be doing this or be doing that for this person or for that person. And we sometimes get, I know that this happens to me anyway. Sometimes we get so harried and so busy that we forget about our faith life, or we forget to pray, or we forget to try to think things through in a Christian way, and we forget sometimes, I think, that we have a God that created us whole and human, and we are images of God. And this scripture, it's in my Bible anyway, it just says, there's a subtitle that says ask, search, knock. And even though we live these complicated lives, now it's not always this simple, but sometimes all we need to do is ask God. Sometimes all we need to do is remind ourselves that we have this amazing Creator who loves us, and if we simply ask, it will be given. Now, that doesn't mean we get to ask for $1 million. That doesn't mean we get to ask for, our boss to give us a promotion, or God forbid, an enemy to be, something bad happen to our enemy. But sometimes it is just as simple as asking God for forgiveness, for love, and reminding ourselves that we are loved, that we are created. And sometimes all we need to do is ask. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be doing this every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And we'll probably actually end up doing a few more things too. I'm experimenting with doing some Zoom Bible studies every week as well. So the longer we're in this lockdown, and the longer the church is not allowed to meet, then we're going to be doing a few more of these, as one of our parishioners put it, touch points, so that we can remember who we are and whose we are. I hope that you are all doing well and staying healthy, and God bless you. Bye-bye.